in the world is this? Revolving walls, hidden rooms, disguises. What is Barbara Gordon's secret?
Always sticking your nose in my business. Well, this time I'm going to teach you a lesson.
As long as you're holding class as Penguin, perhaps you'd include Batgirl, too.
Batgirl?
Batgirl?
Batgirl!
Batgirl? I don't know who you are, young lady, but you certainly know how to handle yourself well.
Holy agility, I'll say.
Thank you, dynamic duo. I'm sure you could have handled these crooks without my help, but I was glad for the chance to join in the fun. Oh, crime fighting is a serious matter to me too, Batman, but we might as well get a few laughs out of it.
We'd better see if Barbara Gordon's all right.
Now what? Another surprise? A Batgirl cycle in a secret freight elevator?
She brought her own theme song. Right on. Da, 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 da. Let's go. That's right. Extra nerd points if you can sing the Batgirl theme with all the words and everything. So your no prize will be on the way. Welcome, everybody. I'm Lorenzo. This is Circumstances. And we do this every week. This is our weekly comic stream. And we're brought to you by the Alternative City Shop.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Yes, sirree. So, what's...
I just realized you had the Bandage Man on the site. That's the dude from Wind, right?
Yeah, that is the Bandaged Man. Yeah. Good notice in there.
I just not noticed that.
Yeah, that's a great character. I love that character. It's like such a good villain.
Great character, great book.
Yeah,
that's a good book.
Yeah. So what's good?
Ross is saying we're on time, which shout out to us. We are on time today.
We're on time.
There.
And he's on time.
We got Jet City Comics in the house. What up, Jet City? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. I'm excited to see what we got on the review table today.
Oh, are you now? Oh, good thing. Because review table.
Of course. Cue up your guesses for the penultimate book if you're going to play that game.
That's right. Well, because it's anybody's game as far as that goes. Man, it was. Oh man, I don't know. I was just a little tight for time this week. I just barely made it. Didn't have time to back my books up or anything, and I just assumed I had more time than I did, and I didn't. So it's all good though. I mean, hey, this is all fun. This is all free entertainment. Everybody's nobody's punching the clock here. Thank God. Hey, Jose's here. Hey, Jose.
Jose, good to see you, homie.
All right, so did the Chiefs lose last week or was that this week? This past week, I think they lost.
What are you talking about? We don't lose. What are you talking about? We lost the first game of the season, and we ain't lost since. This ain't Chicago, bruh. This ain't Chicago, bruh.
There's no way. There's no need to get nasty. But that was I know you beat the Dolphins. That was a good game between the two best teams in the league.
I was nervous about that game. I was super nervous.
Yeah, well, there was some. You guys lost a week before, but it's going to happen. You want to get your losses out of the way now. You don't want to be like.
We lost one.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. See, we're not going to go like 17-0. Great, okay, and let's just win the damn thing all over again. So that's all good.
Well, it was funny because Nick Wright was saying that, in fact, we were going to go 17-0, and then we turned around and lost the very first game. So
let's get that right out of the way. That's too much pressure, especially bringing out the old Dolphin team out of mothballs that they talk about. You're not going to beat our record again. Shut up! You were playing 14 games back then. It's a whole different world back then. Wearing those shoulder pads that were like this. It's so crazy. It's a different game.
It's still an accomplishment, and I don't know if anyone will ever do it. We did lose to the Broncos last week. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the lowly Broncos. But yes, that's still a Hall of Fame quarterback you got behind that Bronco team, though. So don't give up on him just yet.
Is he, though? He might have played
out
of the Hall of Fame.
Nobody likes the guy.
Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame, so Russell.
Exactly. So I mean, the guy is not popular even with his ex-teammates, but you got to give credit where it's due, despite that huge, unforgivable mistake on the goal line that I think was his fault. It wasn't Pete Carroll's fault. And from what I'm hearing from Marshawn and everybody, that was Russ's call to make that pass to try to get cute on the goal line. They give Tom Brady another ring. But, despite all that, I think he's still a Hall of Famer. So
Ross says, if your favorite comic book character had a theme song, what would that song be? My favorite comic book character is absolutely Erica Slaughter.
And what would her theme song be?
Actually, I don't know if this is her theme song, but it's actually the song that I think of for her. What is it called? I'll have to look it up. What would yours be?
It's thrown right to me. Shoot, I mean, who's my favorite character even? And most of my favorite characters have theme songs like Spider-Man, Batman, and all that. My indie favorite character, I would have to plagiarize someone else's music and make it up, I guess. And who was that? My favorite indie character is, Red Room. It'd be like, the Halloween theme or something like that. I don't know. That's not.
Wow. Really Red Room is your favorite? Wow.
I'm just it's totally caught me off guard. So it's like when Dan DiDio asked me, like, what are you reading? Batman? I just totally froze up and I couldn't think of all the thousands of books that I'm reading right now. Several of which I read this week. But
really read books?
I kid you not.
The first superhero that came to your mind. That's
I shit you not. I mean, what is it? Apocalypse would have no church in the wild, but okay. See, I think you thought about this a lot,
That's
Ross.
I
think you've already decided yours.
It's a question, right?
Yeah, I know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I have to think about that and get back to you.
The song I'm thinking of for Erica Slaughter is "Desire" by Meg Myers. This is not my kind of song. I'm surprised that I love this song, but I do love it. I heard it in my local comic shop one day because he listens to kind of like grungy kind of music, and I heard this song and it was just an earworm immediately. And whenever I post Erica Slaughter stuff, I like to use that song for some reason. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go. Great question.
Wow. Well, I like what's the furthest place from here, but they come with their own soundtracks. So each they have these indie bands making music for them.
I'm slamming out catching up on books. I slammed out 28 issues of Time Before Time, which I had already read them, but I just wanted to read the whole story. So I just had, because they play with time, they move forward, they move back, they bring characters back in. So I wanted to just start over and have the whole story in my brain for 28 issues. And oh my God, Time Before Time is so good, guys. If you're not reading that book, grab the trade. I'm telling you, the last issue 28, I got to the end of this book and I'm telling you, it got me emotional. Like I felt like crying because I was just so invested in the story that they were telling. The character Tatsuo, who I've just come to love him so much. Read Time Before Time, guys. It's so fucking good, and it is slept on. It is so slept on.
There's so many good slept on books out here. I read the first issue of Time Before Time, and I agreed. It was a good. Wow, this is a good book. And then I just forgot about it because I got swallowed up in the whole flood of books that came after it. That's just what happens every week. Just so many books, and I'm trying to like catch the next thing that I might love. Like what is that? Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, which is my latest thing that I've fallen in love with.
Everybody's talking about that one.
Yeah,
talking about that one.
I follow. Most of the things I love are short series too. I love the the 5-6 issue short series, and so there's really no sustainable ongoing characters that I would give a theme song to. But yeah, I know you swear you didn't give a lot of thought to it.
That's
Okay,
what's up,
still
That's
still,
what's
still
up,
a
Ross.
good time. Still a good question.
Ross
Yeah,
is down
Time
with
Before Time.
I'm working
Yeah.
on She-Hulk right now. I started over just so I could refresh myself on what's going on. So I'm gonna slam through this one. Looking forward to that. And then after this, what's the furthest place from you? I've read up to like 7 or 8 in that book, but I'm gonna start
Yeah.
that book over too. I'm gonna start that from number 1 and just read everything. I'm looking forward to it.
You're gonna love that.
There's
You're gonna
Janet.
love that. Hey, honey. Yeah. We also got Larry Love.
Time Before Time.
What's up?
like,
What's up?
Time Before Time could be optional. Like I'm reading this book, and it seems to be a self-contained story to where you could really do a movie or even maybe a short TV series on Time Before Time. And I think it would be great, man. And if you like Looper with Bruce Willis, that Bruce Willis movie where he was a time traveler, it's very similar to that movie. So if you like that movie, I think you would love this book.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Looper with Bruce Willis?
God damn. I'm thinking of Reaper.
good movie.
That series that used to be on the WB. No, I have not seen Looper. No.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Huh.
Time traveler movie.
I do love time traveler movies though. Just the concept of that just intrigues me. What would you do if you did something? Would it have like the butterfly effect and make everything change in the future, even the slightest thing? And that's what happens in some time travels.
One interesting thing about Time Before Time is it's one of the themes of it is that you cannot change the history. Like if someone died and you want to go back and save them, you can't. And for the longest time, I was in the story. I was like, why can't you? Why can't you? And then eventually they finally show you why you can't, which was pretty cool. So
I'm sure there's a very good explanation. Yeah. And every story
I
has
like
their own illustration of that.
With Microsoft sales. Are you a Microsoft salesman?
Oh no, she's been going through like this seemed like for a month now or more, email migration nightmare that it's been her nightmare, but we've been kind of sharing it because it's just this ongoing thing to get her this thing. She's changing hosts, web hosts for her website and email. And the email, she had a good email with, I would say GoDaddy because she's not with them anymore. And GoDaddy just sucks. They're just all salesmen and there's no tech people. All they want to do is stick you with something and forget about you. So she was paying way too much for email with them and then tried to find that same email with other people and couldn't find it. So ended up going back to that email without GoDaddy. So I think I kind of summarized it, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck, Janet. Jeez, that sounds crappy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah. That's been something else. All right, a couple more
Icon
shouts
and
out.
Hardware. That's one I haven't
Icon and
read.
Hardware.
Should I read that one?
I haven't read Icon and Hardware. I did buy the new one. I haven't read them, to be honest, since the early milestone days. So I'm guilty of not reading that, unfortunately. I've been buying it and didn't read it, but back in the day, it was a good story. So Milestone Hardware. Milestone is, I want to say, the Superman-like character. Hardware is like the Iron Man inspired character. The Hardware is like the Iron Man.
You say Milestone, you mean? Right?
Yeah, Milestone is their DC's imprint, or the imprint that DC sponsored with the all the black superheroes and stuff. So they came out with Static and all those characters like in the 90s, I want to say, and then they reissued them recently. I think last year they came back out with Milestone. So that's a different imprint, like Skybound, so forth. A little imprint within an imprint. Yeah. So I would like to catch up on that, but there's so much stuff that I'm not caught up on. So I'm gonna catch up on the shout outs. What's up, Peter? Good to see you, my friend.
I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm gonna do a better job of, I got into this habit of not reading my books because I like to read a bunch at once, but I got to pull back on that and start I got to read more comic books more in real time. I'm gonna try and change that.
I'm working on it too.
Yeah. I read 28 comics yesterday. And,
so it
was fun.
That's in one day you read that breaks my record of I think 12 in a day. I've never done more than 12 in a day. Yeah.
I got into it. I was
exhausting.
I couldn't stop. I wanted to know.
Man, my eyes would be bleeding. What's up, D'Artagnan?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
That is a lot, man. Oh man, good for you. It's good to catch up. Yeah, Icon is a Superman. Okay, Hardware is Iron Man. Okay, Static is okay, more or less the Spider-Man. Yeah, the type of a young guy with all the hipness and so forth. But different powers. Yeah,
well, good thing they're all original then.
Well, they are original. Just that a super powerful character, a mid-level character, and a young character. Blood Syndicate. Blood Syndicate is Wu-Tang. Yeah, Blood Syndicate. Oh, it ain't nothing to fuck with.
Ain't nothing to fuck with.
Got that right. So, man, shout out to everyone who's stopped by. Let's check out what I picked up.
Coming through, y'all. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Didn't even have time to bag things up because I'm just so running behind here. Batman number 139. Caught up on Batman though. This is I'm all caught up except
Blasphemous.
So yeah, because if you need to read these last two before you read this one, because some stuff has gone down in Batman. Some people didn't like it. I'm kind of ambivalent about it. But it was
I'm way behind on that one too. That's another one I got to catch up on.
Yeah, but you catch up on. You can't do them all at once. You got a good start. This one I think is from last week. Is a Red Light from AWA. I finally picked it up. Thought about picking up last week. A little bit of a slower week this week, so I got it this week. No Marvels, at least not from the comic shop. Got stuff on my comic shop order that came in today, but that doesn't count until I do the unboxing thing. Transformers number 2, number 1 was good. The whole universe is popping right now for me. I guess everyone knows that Bumblebee bit the bullet in number 1, so that's not a spoiler anymore. Sky Point Bumblebee. This is Phantom Road. This color is atrocious. Phantom Road is back. I did like Phantom Road. What was this? Jose likes Red Light too. Yeah, this is. I think this is the same team. Definitely the same cover and the same writer, same cover artist and the same writer, Jeff DeCall and Priscilla Pastrades, I want to say.
Decal.
Yeah, she's Jeff Decal, exactly. And
I was just saying Decal, that's the name.
Decal. Yeah, Priscilla Pastrades is the same writer as what's that book we liked, Hit Me, from a few months ago. Petrol Head was one we talked about last week. I don't know. I looked inside of it. I didn't pre-order it. I saw it in the shop, and it looks like something I might like. The art looks fantastic, but it's this guy that I'm not up on named Pi Par. So once I got it out of the box, or out of the bag, rather, you can take a look at it and see for yourself. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it has some nice interiors, it looks like.
Yeah. They did not skimp on the interiors like sometimes they do on books. I'm sorry to say. Dark Ride, number 9. Number 9, I got it right. Yeah, Dark Ride is number 9. This could be the beginning of a new arc. I think it is. They go in 4-issue arcs. I don't know. Whatever it is, Dark Bride is awesome. Pick it up. If Dark Bride had a theme song, it would be like the Michael Myers, thing, the Halloween theme, I would think. That should be a show, too. That's about this amusement park. That's endless possibilities with that. They could CG out the whole amusement park and everything. Save on costs. You're welcome. Abbott, Volume 3, Number 2. The final series of this young investigative reporter, activist / what is she? She's got superpowers as well. So this is the last arc of that. House of Slaughter, Number 10. Something that you caught up on already that I'm kind of jealous that you caught up on it. So I like this a lot.
Number 19.
Number 19. Number 19. I think I've got the Virgin cover from this coming from my comic shop at one point. I like this cover.
I don't know what's going on with Bait, man. I feel like maybe I need to read this arc again just to try and what's about Bait, man? I don't know what's going on.
Well, now I really want to read it. I gotta finish the Boucher's arc before I even start that one. That's how far behind I am on that. So there's that. Zawa. Also from our guy Michael Dianalis, who illustrated Wind with James T. Got some James T. goodness coming out next week too, looks like. So we'll talk about that in the previews.
I heard the art in this book was great, but the book wasn't so good. I don't know myself though.
Yeah, I want to give it a shot. I like the art. I like the guy. So sometimes the first issue isn't all was exciting. Hollywood Special has been good. This is issue number 3 of I think a 5-issue limited series about this haunted coal mine. And it's become a very dark place for this woman who fell down the coal mine last issue. And I'm liking where this is going. I like dark spaces, excuse me. Dark spaces. The whole, this kind of an imprint within IDW as well. This is Scott Snyder's thing. There's new stuff coming out from IDW. It's not like they're going to be going out of business. They're just going to only publish established creators and licensed products, looks like. So if you're just like a up-and-coming artist with an idea or up-and-coming writer, then it's not the place for you. Count Dante, the most exciting man who ever lived, and kind of true story. Number 5, I think there's one more after this. But the last one was very good. It's been coming out on time lately from Scout Comics. Love this a lot. Semi-based in reality. And the last one is not sure if Doug and Fake, Fake and the other gentleman who intended this to come out after Halloween or not, but the Santos Sisters Halloween special is out just a week after Halloween. That was a thing I was working on to have it out by Halloween. I didn't make it out by Halloween either, so I'm not hating at all. I'm just observing it. I'm just glad I finally got it. Maybe it was out last week and my store just didn't get it, but that's all I've got from them, from the store. So there's that so far, folks. Did you pick your books up this week? Or?
Paul.
Yeah.
So not pick them up. Hopefully Friday we'll get them. I'm worried about it too because I bet Transformers 2 is going to sell out and I'm not going to get one.
Did the first one actually sell out and was unobtainable?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to get mine from T4. My shop sold out.
Wow. I still haven't been able to find that Blowtorch book. I don't know where Alfred is, but I'm looking for that Blowtorch book. Yeah. Did you find a copy of it anywhere? No, I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it either.
I was looking through all the releases, for the last weekend, but I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna keep digging, and I'll be able to find it somewhere. I want to check it out. So I guess I'll just start the reviews then, if you don't mind. I don't think
Let's
you do.
do it.
All right.
I mind.
Well, forget about it then. right. So, first book is this is one from a couple weeks ago, and it came wrapped in this wrapper. And this is Blit Map, and this is how it looked underneath. This is one of, I think, 3 different covers. This is a wrapper it came in because I had to save the wrapper to scan it to get it into CLZ, because the only thing on the back of this is a QR code, and that QR code will take you to, of course, a website where you can then register your book right there. You can scan if you want to, but mine is already registered, so if you can't use that QR code. And you can register this book, and the first thing they tell you, you have to sign this, not sign this thing, but click this box that says, I know this is not an NFT, this is not blah, 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 this is just, you're basically getting a JPEG. And on my JPEG, it has like a number on it, like 15,000 something. I'm not sure if that means 15,000 copies of this were sold, and this is one of them, or this is number. I don't know what it means, pretty much, but you get like a little JPEG.
That might be cool. Like if they were to tell you, hey, there was 20,000 copies of this book, you have copy 16,444. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. That'd be very cool. And the only way, I mean, I know a lot of people do like to leave bagged books, bagged. If you do that, you're never going to know what cover you got, and you're never going to be able to register your book. So I'm just register it and see what happens. It's pretty cool. And I'm probably going to be hit with an email surge from give my email to them, but that's okay. I want to see what happened with the whole registration thing. Hey, 80s guy, welcome.
Same for me, 80s guy music. I freaking love 80s music, man. It's the whole sound of the 80s. I love it. I think that's why I love Stranger Things so much, because it gives me the 80s vibe all the time.
Wow, that's very cool. Because for a while, the 80s music, the whole era was like looked down upon, because we have this cool 60s and the cool 70s. What are going to do about the 80s, man? Just the 80s. But yeah, you look back on it now with nostalgically, yeah, that was some good stuff. And then you're surrounded by the 90s, where hip-hop, the golden age of hip-hop happened in the 90s. So it's like
the 90s definitely get
the 80s
definitely get way more love.
Yeah, the 80s had to be like the Marsha, the Jan Brady of music, of everything. It's kind of been nestled between all the other kids and not being a lot of attention paid to it. So good on you guys for loving the 80s, man. I like that. So the thing about this book, about Bitmap, is beautifully drawn. It takes place in this this futuristic metropolis, as many things do like this, and it involves this this city, which is inhabited by what do they call, like blipvots, blit B-L-I-T. I want to say blip, but B-L-I-T, blit bots, and these people they called logos. And I don't understand why they call them logos, but the blipvots are actually these kind of robotic people with televisions for faces. They're just like a regular, normal families, but they're just like these bots. And this world is just so wonderfully rendered. I give it super high grade just for that alone. And the story is it's kind of like it seems like it just kind of meanders a little bit, but after a while I see that, okay, I see where you're going with this, and it's just it's kind of a lighthearted romp through this whole universe. There's so much to take in. I mean, to me, the star is just the art and everything else. There must be a designer on this book. I'm sure a book like this has lots of people working on it. There's got to be some person who just designed this, and whoever designed this, it deserves some kind of a medal. But the question is, do I want to take a ride in this universe? And the question is do I want to take the ride? And the answer is kind of, because it's really well drawn, but I don't know. There's so many other books that I'm involved with right now, that if I was only like subbing to like 3 or 4 books a month, like, oh yeah, I gotta sub to this because this is just so wonderful inside. I mean, the color therapy is just like by itself. I mean, I'm big on Janet is too on colors, and she doesn't even care about comics, but and I'm that way too. And but if you enchant me with your colors, and I just kind of like overlook a lot of other stuff because the artwork is great, the perspective, and all that's just great. But I don't know how much I care about the characters that much. I mean, they're kind of amusing and they're cute, but will it make the cut? Will it be added to my pull list? I don't know, but I would definitely recommend it. You can find it. It's probably still out there in some places.
I haven't seen this one.
You haven't seen it? Yeah, it was in a foil wrapper, like a candy bar almost, and it looks great. It looks great. I mean, I'm glad I picked it up, but I don't know if I'll be getting it going forward. And I can't be any more honest than that, But I mean, if you love this kind of stuff, if you're into futuristic droids and robots and that kind of thing, this is right down Main Street for you.
All right, then. Yeah, that's funny. I like the interior art on that one.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. I mean, it's just so great. And the list of credits on the back, where they talk about everyone who's contributed to it, it's just a work of art, and that's to be applauded as far as I'm concerned, because, there's so much to, like I always talk about Spawn being like such a great book art-wise. This is like an indie equivalent of that, just a beautiful piece of art that is also a readable comic book. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you are into that kind of futuristic robot kind of a world thing. And it's kid friendly too. It has like a couple of S words in there or something like that. But it's real friendly for all ages.
I miss 80 Guy's second answer. I don't know if I can go with you on the 80s porn, 80s guy. I think porn got significantly better over the years.
Well, it got more available, that's for sure. I don't know if it got better or not, but back then you had to go to the video store, or you had to buy magazines, and there was no internet, and all that jazz.
It's better.
I would say better.
It's better because of the HD cameras and whatever kink you got, you can find it. In the 80s, you couldn't find every kink.
Oh, you have to look a little harder, but I bet you could still find it back in the 80s. You had to go to maybe the seedy underbellies of town to find it, but you can definitely find it. Not, like I'm saying, now it's much more accessible, and you don't have to leave your home to find whatever it is you need for your pornography.
Hashtag Kirby MILF.
Hashtag what?
Curvy MILF. That's my search term.
And I'm sure that is a website already taken. So, yes, that is probably already a thing. Yes, Kirby MILF. All right, so next we've got Slow Burn. Slow Burn is from Boom Studios. It's one in a 5-issue limited series, which is my jam. Which is why I don't have I haven't thought of a theme song for it yet, but I'll keep that in mind. Slow Burn takes place in Pennsylvania, and this is like this most unlikely trio who is on the run. You got these 2 kids, a guy and a gal. They're both dope fiends. They're snorting and smoking and God knows what, probably meth and coke and stuff like that. And the girl, it turns out her dad is not a good guy. Her dad is like some kind of gangster or some kind of really bad guy involved in crime. And her boyfriend's granddad, excuse me, I'm gonna mix up here. Her boyfriend's granddad, Zach, used to work for her dad, and he's kind of like, he's losing it. He's got like Alzheimer's or some kind of dementia. And her dad thinks, well, maybe I need to rub this guy out because, he's not all there. Maybe he might let something slip about what he used to do for me. So the girl and the guy just grabbed grandpa, get in the car, grab some dope for the road, just take off from parts unknown. And when they took off, they stole something from the old man. And they thought they had like cash or, dope or something they could easily liquidate. And it looks like they stole a freaking Stradivarius. And okay, it was worth a lot more than anything that they could possibly have imagined. You can't just walk into a pawn shop and get rid of a Stradivarius. That's not something you can do. So you gotta have a buyer already set. So they're calling the old man back. Say, look, you want your violin back? Then okay, look, you got to make a deal. I want $100,000. And in the meantime, being the dumbass that she is, she has shot. They pulled off this heist, I guess, to get the thing, and she's they're both high and inexperienced and shit. She ends up shooting her boyfriend, and now he's like, probably dying, and she breaks into this house of this person who is this nice lady, right? And she treats the lady like shit, like, they say, what are you? You some kind of a whack job? Why don't you just let me, take your stuff and give me some bandages and some duct tape or something? You just shot. What are bandages and the duct tape are going to do for this guy? He's probably going to die. So she's really got all this, this, I hate to say Gen Z entitlement, but, there's entitlement in every level. But, she's also a dope.
These kids.
These kids, exactly, But they're doing wonderful things, too. Like, you can't say that us boomers have fucked up the world, so I can't say that the Z kids are
I think that's
are
a
doing
fair
everything.
statement. I think that's an extremely fair statement. I think it's absolutely true that boomers fucked up this world.
Oh, absolutely. People my age are to blame for everything wrong, and they still won't give it up.
I believe that. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's probably not fair, but I truly believe that you guys fucked us.
Oh, sure. Hey, no argument from me at all. At all. I came on the tail end of the boomers, so I'm still part of them. Most of them are a little bit older than me, but I'm still part of that notorious group. So this girl just treating this woman. She breaks in her house and ties her up, and while she's trying to get in touch with her dad. But I think at the end there's something that happens. Again, with this book, I'm not sure if I'll be, I probably will be picking it up. So I want to see what happens. Because I left out a major part. We talked about the town that she ended up landing in. It's this place, this real town in Pennsylvania. They have changed the name, but there's a town in Pennsylvania with this exact same problem that has this coal mine that has been abandoned. And there's a fire going on. This coal mine has been going on for decades, and they didn't know what to do with this fire. It's like, fuck it, let's just leave it. Let's just abandon the town. The whole town is like a ghost town, and no one's living there except this woman that they found. And the woman asked her, "Why are you coming to my house? Or what are you doing here?" And the woman, and the dope fiend girl asked her, like, "What are you doing here? Why is everyone gone and you're still in this abandoned town with a coal mine on fire?" They didn't answer her a question either. So the answer to both of those questions kind of intrigued me enough to want to buy issue number 2. So this is a little bit more in my favorite mode of books, more so than the blip bot thing, whatever the hell it was called. More so. So I'll probably be picking this up. This is more of a slice of life, people with problems kind of a thing. I love studying the human race and all their problems and all that stuff. So, yeah, this is definitely a number 2 for me for sure, whereas the other one was probably a maybe or a possibly. So I don't know if either one of those 2 you picked up or not, or was on your radar at all.
No, I have nothing on this one.
Nothing. I ain't got nothing on that. Yeah, so there's that. Slow burn, baby. Slow burn with the real life coal mine that's on fire. Good luck with all that mess. And the last book this week is the cheapest book, Unnatural Order, number 1. This is 50 cents or a quarter to most everybody in the world. The A cover is like they're giving it away, and the thing about getting a deal, I seem like I enjoy things better when I get a deal on them. Like food tastes better if I got it, over the discount or something like that, I can't enjoy my meal if I paid too much for it. Like, damn, I paid way too much for this shit. I'm not enjoying this at all. But this was a pleasant surprise. This was, call me cheap, I guess. But this was a very pleasant surprise because Unnatural Order, I didn't expect anything from it, and I got a lot. It's basically, it takes place in, 54 BC. It has this Roman guy in there. He's a colonizer, one of the early colonizers. So,
Colonizer.
That's right. It's like from Black Panther. They've been doing that shit for years.
I love it when they call. That
guy. Yeah, I know. In a friendly sort of way. Hi, colonizer. How are you? Yeah. So this Roman guy. And these other misfits, there's a witch, there's a barbarian, there's another female warrior, and they end up teaming up together to try to find this tree that allegedly has this druid who's doing some unholy things, and there's something happening in this universe that they don't really understand. This is a kind of a Conan-esque kind of a universe, even though it does have real life Romans in it and that kind of thing. So it has it's that nice blend of reality and history and fantasy in it, which I love to intermingle all those things. So I think it's told mostly through the eyes of the witch, who is pretty damn powerful. And we see all the things that she can do, and she is talking about Wu-Tang not to be fucked with. Neither is she. So she's pretty badass, and the ending has a surprise in it, but it might seem like something that you may have seen in other books, because really nothing is new under the sun if you want to really think about it. You know what I mean? So you can say like, well, this has been done. Everything is pretty much been done before. The question is, what do you bring to this version that you're doing? And I think the artwork is great on this, and the fact that they pretty much comped me the first issue, I think I owe it to them to pick up a second issue just based on that and the fact that I enjoyed it. So I don't know if this is something that you may have picked up last week, because they're pretty much giving it away.
No, but that was the Comics Curing Cancer. One of the variants for this book was the Comics Curing Cancer book, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. And I do have a Maria Wolf version that comes from mycomicshop.com. Either I got it today or I haven't checked yet, or I'll be getting it soon. That I paid full price for it. And Maria Wolf, of course, just bangs on those covers, man. I love. She's one of my favorite cover artists, reaching the echelons.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
she was at Planet. She was at Planet last year, and I was too broke to get anything from her, and I regret it. I wish I could have got a sketch or something from her.
Yeah. It's one of the people that if they come near me, I'm gonna definitely try to get them to sign something. And I've got some stuff that they can sign for sure. So yeah, that's I want to say that's all for the reviews for this week. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All the reviews, and look forward to next week's comics. Next week's comics are brought to you by us. All right, so Detective. Apparently, I gotta read Detective, man. I'm stacking Detective. Like, I guess Batman's been kidnapped, and Azrael is actually acting in Batman's behalf right now. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Detective that I'm not privy to. But I'm going to read it one of these days. I swear to God, I'm going to read it one of these days. So much stuff to catch up on. Another great cover from Spawn. Damn, look at that, man. Look at the detail on that gorilla. That's crazy.
That is nice.
And the first thing I want to check out here, let's see, the Jean Grey.
Time Before Time is up next week, and it is the final issue, and I am upset about it. I do not want this book to end. And why are we ending on 29? Why can't we get 30 issues, man? Is that such a great series, man? I can't wait to see how they finish it up, man.
Is that affecting the OCD in you? You gotta be an even number, and you can't end on 29. That's just too messed up.
A A little bit, yes.
Yeah,
A little bit.
yeah. So let's take a look at this Superior Spider-Man #1. We already had the Superior Spider-Man, that's easy for you to say, #1 special. So this is the actual. So in Marvel, you got to have like a special to lead into it, and then you got to have like the premiere book, which is going to be overpriced as well. $6 to be exact, $5.99. When it could have been easily a $4.99 or $3.99 book, but why would you do that? Huh? Why the hell would you do that when you can charge more for them? I don't see a lot of. Well, what is this? Well, here's the Ramos variant. That's kind of cool. And of course, the Scotty Young. Scotty Young. Oh yeah, we're good to him. The Scotty Young variant. This is probably open order book too.
Are you getting on this one? Or are you going to pull this one?
Superior Spider-Man. I very often, pre-order them from my comic shop at 35% off, so I'm not paying the full $6 from Marvel. That's why I get a lot of my Marvels from my comic shop, because I don't want to pay full price for that. So I may just get the first one if I like it.
So this is a continuation of Octavius as Spider-Man, right?
Yes. Yes, as it makes a life-changing discovery. Yeah. It makes a life-changing discovery. Trust us. And Don Slott can either make or break this. I hope he doesn't. I'd rather him mess this book up than mess up the Spider-Boy book, which I'm really looking forward to. So there, I said it. All right. So other than that, Danger Street #11. I was pulling that a little bit, but then I kind of backed off. Wesley Dodds, the Sandman. Let's take a closer look at that. This first issue, man, I'm telling you, this would be a great issue for people who have never read this book to jump on. You can get the first issue of Wesley Dodds, the Sandman, this 5-issue limited series, or maybe it's a 6-issue limited series from DC. Man, it's different than the typical Sandman books, which take place over the expanse of time. This is a specific time period. I think this might be worth your time. Robert Venditti and Riley Rossimo are doing a really great job writing and drawing this book. This is the best creative team I've seen on this book. So it's just not a lot of covers to choose from, but it's not what it's about. It's more about the story. There is a DWJ. Oh, wow. And a Martin Simmons. So this is the cover B, Daniel Warren Johnson cover. So yeah, they're pulling out all the stops for this issue. This title, which is great because I love this title, and it's just one of my favorite ones that just is unsung. This is the one for 25, Martin Simmons. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. Yeah.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Yes. The Sandman has need of you, Wesley Dodds. He just imagines that the Sandman is like talking to him in his dreams and making him go out and fight crime. And I guess probably inspired him to create this gas that the military wants to use for a weapon. Very cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff. I highly recommend it. And also coming up is Big Game. I see Big Game here. Oh, I don't see it yet. It's coming up. Trust me.
I see it.
Fish Flies. Fish Flies is good. Yeah, Big Game #5. Oh yeah, the call. The call is the one thing I was looking at too for a while, but I'm blocking the picture of it. But once again, sometimes I just get, I fall behind on books. Oh, that was good. Oh, no, issue 4 is already out and I missed it. So I might pull that one, but we'll see. But anywho,
I've been pulling every issue, but I haven't read a single issue yet.
Yes.
But I pulled it all.
Welcome to my world. Yes. So Big Game is finally wrapping up, and the cover's not really that important. It's a different versions of the same cover. But this story has been pretty brutal. Millar and those guys created this wonderful universe, and they killed a bunch of people in this universe, and we're going to see how they're going to get out of this. So, and what happens afterwards? So they're gonna, this kick-ass, the Kingsman, the Magic Order, Nemesis. I don't want them to kill everyone because I want to, see these characters in the future. So, but damn, the book's been so good, I mean, that's the thing about you won't see in the big two. They won't kill their characters forever, but looks like Millar has no problem with that. So, we can only see who survives.
I will take it.
Oh, the commission?
I would
yeah.
love a commission.
Tell me about it. No shame in my game either. And right next to that is I think this is the final issue of Something Epic. This is from the great artist Simon Kudransky. Is also doing this new book which came out last week, which I haven't had a chance to read yet. Another book I haven't had a chance to read yet. God, it's about these. Did I read that book? Oh, I did read it. Yes, I did read it. Yes, about this. It came close to getting reviewed, but I didn't have enough. I already had 3 books, so I said, I can't do the 4th one. But this new book that he's doing, it's about this kid and his dad living in the wilderness. And there's all kind of animals out there that are just like hunting, and there's a interesting twist at the end with as things work out with that book. So and he's doing a lot of good stuff. And this is the final issue. It's a 29-page book. Okay. This is the final issue of the story arc, I should say. So maybe there'll be more coming after the story arc. But, man, this guy is one of the hardest working folks in the industry. Yeah, I would hope so. Because this cat is cranking out stuff like there's no tomorrow. He's doing everything on the book, including lettering and writing, lettering, coloring, all that jazz. So, man, this is great stuff. All right, what else we got? Next week also looks like another new DC book, The Outsiders. I bet I pre-ordered this too because it's a number 1. Explore the forgotten corners of DC's multiverse with Batwoman and Luke Fox. Okay. So it looks like Batman Inc. is going to be involved in this. Yeah, who's writing it though? Never the end. Jackson Lansing.
Colin Kelly.
Yeah. I can't. That's where they mentioned some of the stuff that they've done, but yeah, I may have pre-ordered it, but it's not like something I'm gonna be racing out to pick up. So.
I got a little bit of because I had never heard of Batman Inc., but I got a little bit of them in the Volume 3 Batman run that I'm collecting, and not interested.
Not interested. I ain't interested. Keep your Batman Inc. to yourself. Dadgummit.
I like her suit though, that red.
I do like Batwoman's suit. Yeah, I mean that's another character they've been kind of like missing on big time is Batwoman. She's had a couple of TV series. There's some things going on with the actor who played them, and I guess the second one got canceled, or I think it got canceled. All right.
The Deviant.
We talked about James T. before, and here it is. As snow falls over Milwaukee in 1972, a blood-stained Santa Claus commits unimaginable atrocities against young men. 50 years later, a troubled young writer interviews this so-called deviant killer who still maintains his innocence from behind bars. And as Christmas approaches once again, the past returns, wielding a sharpened axe. Yikes. This is James T. Yeah.
Excited for this one.
I know you are.
Sounds dope, man. I'm excited.
This
cover, I like this A cover for.
The A cover.
Have you seen James Tynion lately? Have you seen him lately?
I know he's lost weight.
He has lost
a
tremendous amount of weight. Like he looks good, man. I'm proud of this dude, man. He killed it. And he looks great, dude. He really does.
Yeah.
He's a very good looking man.
He's a good-looking man.
I think so.
Yes, he is.
I think he is anyway.
He is.
I'm a fan though.
I know. You're a little bit biased, but I understand. He's a great writer. See, Anna Marcano, their Rabbit Comics exclusive variant here. This is a few different covers they got here. Huh. Yeah, spooky Christmas stuff. Yeah, spooky Christmas stuff is I'm sure there's some folks like Jack from Staple Spine who would love that spooky Christmas stuff. He's going through a Halloween withdrawal now. But there's some good covers here.
That one 100 is kind of cool.
Which one is that?
I like that one.
Bermail?
Coming out of the
Lee Bermail? Oh,
yeah,
man.
Santa coming out of the fireplace there with the axe.
You don't want to see that coming out of the fireplace, let me tell you. Here's Johnny.
Ooh, that's a very large no thank you.
Very large no thank you. See, this is why we plug our fireplaces up. Just a schmalky? Is he that one too?
There you are, Larry. What's up, homie?
Phillips, main cover. Hutchinson. Oh, there's a lot of covers here.
I kind of have a...
It's just a schmalky.
I think I might start collecting Santa covers. I kind of like them. That might be my thing.
It's another niche. Joseph Schmalky, folks, with Scout Comics and Black Caravan. Yes. Yeah, he should be all over this.
I like this.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, here's Huey Den. Hoy Den. It's exclusive. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You're almost loaded. Almost there. Almost there. Stream quality is being challenged, but we're almost there. There we go. There we go. It's too big a JPEG. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that person's work, but man, that's kind of spooky. Yeah. All right, so this is definitely a yes. This is a yes for us from obviously from James Tiny.
Love you.
Obviously. Yes. And the other one you asked about, of course, is Geiger Ground Zero #1, which takes us to miniseries premiere. This is only, I think, 2 or 3 issues. 2 issues, only 2 issues. So they're $3.99 each. So man, once again, Geiger giving you lots of bang for your buck from the what do they call it? The unnamed universe. Dun, dun, dun.
And unfortunately, this story is not moving forward with Geiger, which I'm ready to move forward. I feel like it's been forever since the end of Geiger. But I guess they're going to tell stories going backwards, so it's kind of a prequel thing that I think they're doing here. But still looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there is a lot that we don't know because we kind of fast forwarded.
There's a ton. Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot to go over. Like what happened in all those years in the bunker, and this was going to go into that. And he just wake up one day and was like radioactive with superpowers, So we're going to, I guess, more will be revealed about his origin, which is cool. So I'm down for anything Geiger, man. Junkyard Joe, this, anything with Geiger. There was one that I missed too, that someone was talking about. What they mentioned is some series, Gary Frank, 80-page special. Yeah, there was some series, I think, with some Geiger-related series that I missed. And I'm like, what? I missed? How did I miss that? So I want to find that one that I missed. So, yeah, I love this.
I just know Junkyard Joe.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but maybe I imagined it. Who knows? Like I said, I read thousands of books every week. And your guy, Time Before Time. Yeah, Time Before Time. This is number 29. This is as I don't want to. It's and it got the whole like numeric thing, like a countdown on the cover too. Yeah, I may have to do some trades of this just to catch back up on it, because you're hyping it so well. Jose was saying he's sold on it too, so I think I may have to check it out.
It's good. Man. I have no hesitation in telling you read this book. You will like it. I'm quite sure you will.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
You suck.
Or you suck. Nothing personal, but you suck. All right, Star Wars Visions. This is the Peach Momoko Visions. Okay, the first Visions by the cat who did the Samurai book. That was awesome. There was a one shot as well, and this is also a one shot from Peach. So what's this? How she's watching Bravo. I was talking about his wife. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's watching Bravo Con with all the. Oh my God, Bravo Con. Is it a thing?
Time before time, hype, baby. Hell yeah, Jose.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So Peach is doing this. I'm gonna pull this. I don't know if I already have ordered it. I probably have. This is a one shot. But the first Visions was good, so I have no reason to believe that this one won't be good as well. It's a one-shot from Star. We don't do the Star Wars thing, and it's just outside the mainstream universe, so there should not be any first appearances. So this is just on the strength of the story alone. Hey, Eddie guys down with it. So yeah, so I'm gonna order it. If I didn't order it, I'm gonna pick it up when it comes out. So there it is.
I'm so sorry, 80s guy.
I know.
T-Fall is awesome. I will not tolerate T-Fall slander, Janet.
Oh, I'll give you some slander. Yeah. All right, Philadelphia is awesome. Philadelphia is ongoing. Number 31 is coming out next week. There's some. What is this? The Larry Hama cut of G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero, just ahead of the relaunch of the whole G.I. Joe universe from Skybound, or from what's the universe with Void Rivals and Transformers. So yeah, this is the so they got the Skybound one here, 301, and then there's this is like the Larry Hama cut here of I guess, is that the same book, or this is like I don't know, but I'll find out. I don't know if I was never a big G.I. Joe fan. I mean, my biggest thing about G.I. Joe is there was so much. Kid. Yeah,
I loved
the thing is,
but it didn't grow up.
There was so much shooting, and nobody ever got shot. What the hell? Is everybody just a terrible shot or what? Okay, I mean, how can this happen? I mean, come on, man, shoot somebody already. So I don't know. For that reason, I just
slandered, Janet.
I hope this is more realistic G.I. Joe. I hope so. All right, so in the same vein as Animal Farm, I guess what came out last, not Animal Farm, but it was Animal Farm, wasn't it? Animal something. Animal Castle, that's what it was. There was 2 rounds of that. This is Animal Pound. This might be an even darker version of Animal.
It's the same story, but Tom King's doing
it. Once again,
but it's the same kind of thing as what we saw with Animal Castle.
Yeah, but it's Tom King and Peter Gross are doing it, so it's going to be way more wordier than anything else you've seen before. That's for sure. I'll give it a shot. Number one, this is actually just the ash can, because there's the number 1 coming out after this. So this is just like a preview of said book. That's why it's only $2.99. That's for what Spawn charges for this regular book, but I digress. So we'll get to see.
I'm debating this one, man. I kind of want it, but I also kind of don't. I haven't decided.
I love that they're giving us a chance with the ash can to see if we can put up with it or not. I mean, to see if we really want to, go through another animal, whatever, story. And, Tom King might bring something new to it. like I said, it's all about what you bring to it. You know, everything has been done before. How are you going to make it different? You know, that's my question to you. How do you improve on the story? How do you put your voice in it? That's the main thing that I go by. So, yeah, there's that. And other things that are coming out. Deep Cuts is back. Deep Cuts, you can see down there below below me. Deep Cuts. This was gone for a while, and it looks like Arsenio playing the the sax right there, but I'm sure it's not him. That's something I would want to check out. Every one of those.
July, so.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but every issue of that has been good so far. So I got no problem with it being late, and that means I had time to catch up on it, which I did. So now that's one book I'm caught up on. Sirens of the City. Some folks are saying they're giving up on it, even despite the great artwork. Not me. I'm pot obligated. I'm going to stick around to the last issue, whatever that is. Probably like issue 6 or 7. I just love it too much. I'm going to stick around with that book, and there's that. I don't care who does or not. All right, and the 80s guy ordered Animal Pound, so that's nice. Yeah. Rum doesn't stain teeth. Rum doesn't stain the teeth. Oh, my God. Oh, bless your heart, 80s guy. All right. Rum, Breakfast of Champions. Yes. And Pirates and everything else. So, hey, since...
what's better than rum? Flavor.
More rum. That's right, flavored rum. Captain Morgan. There you go. I have no tolerance. Oh. All right, so here we go, folks. We have got to that time already, and nobody attempted to guess, and that's just fine by me, because it's time for the penultimate book. It's time for the penultimate book. And this week, that book is Ministry of Compliance. And this is on IDW. And we were talking about IDW going all licensed, but still coming out with all this great content by a lot of big name artists. And here's another example of that. So let's check this out.
Eisner Award nominated comic book writer John Ridley delivers a bold new vision of science fiction with the Ministry of Compliance. 37 years ago, Earth was secretly invaded by an alien force known as the Devolution. They have been shaping the direction humanity has been going in ever since and preparing us to be assimilated into their empire. The Devolution has 13 ministries, each responsible for manipulating a different aspect of human life. The Ministry of Compliance, the most feared of all the ministries, led by the fierce Abigail Senna, makes sure all the ministries stay in line and remain focused on the Devolution's mission. As it appears the ministry's mission is on the verge of being completed and Earth will be assimilated, things begin to go terribly wrong, and a conspiracy amongst the ministries breaks out that Abigail must deal with head on.
Yeah, buddy. So I know
John Ridley.
John Ridley. That's caught my attention. Yeah, okay. John Ridley. And the great covers. Now, I know not every penultimate book has been a hit. I'll be the first to admit that. But it catches my attention. Something about the book catches my attention. And this one was one, John Ridley, and two, the great covers, and just the concept of a ministry of compliance. I mean, that's just like calling it, saying the quiet part out loud. It's like, yeah, we're the motherfuckers who make you do shit. That's basically who we are. And we're the ones that keep everybody else in line. So I want to see what they do with that, because I'm all about the whole like conspiratorial, big government, secret society kind of stuff. And that's right down the middle of the plate for me also. So I'm going to definitely, if I didn't order this, I'm going to find it.
The main in this story are on the alien side, right? Is that what this setup is?
Yes, and it's another thing. The aliens are behind this whole thing. The aliens are, are propping up all these ministries, including the Ministry of Compliance. It keeps everyone else in line. So, yeah. So, but they've been working behind the scenes, for years and shaping history, and all the stuff we wonder about, like, oh, it was the aliens who did that, like, for instance, where all of our technology comes from. Yeah. Where's all this technology come from all of a sudden in the last century or so? Just the technology thing is like taking off, like from the horse and buggy era to now we got artificial intelligence. Are we that smart, really? Maybe all of a sudden just get that smart? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But I like when people say, here's my take on it. So this is one of my favorite things about stuff like this. There's a few good covers here. There's a Ryan Sook. Looks like a cover here. I don't know why I like saying Sook.
Sook.
Sookie. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover. This is a pretty badass leader of the Ministry of Compliance. Man, she's got her high heel boots on and cutting motherfuckers up like, man, cut them too short to shit. She's just going to town here. And there's a blank cover, which I'll probably pick up. I don't know if I'll pick up one. I don't get a blank for everything, but I get something for books that I think I might, where my style might complement the characters or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. There's not a lot of blanks printed. That's one thing. So it's good to pick up blanks just to have them. Not everybody can afford to print them.
I like to pick up a nice stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a nice stock of blanks. Whenever I see one, I always grab it and add it to my collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Especially if I find one like on the back issue market, for a deal. Oh yeah, I'll take one of those. All right, so that's your penultimate book, boys and girls. And there's some other stuff coming out next week too. One more book, but on the way, there's Rumpus Room, allegedly number 3, is coming out already. I guess it's been a month already. That's how long it takes me to catch up on it. I think I'm caught up on that one. Another Last Ronin, a reissue of number 2. Okay, whatevs. Operation Sunshine. I got a chance to read Operation Sunshine. It was the penultimate book a few weeks ago too, and I kind of liked it. I mean, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on with that book. It's kind of busy, but the concept of the bug vampires and all that is pretty cool in here, and it's kind of funny. These guys that wrote the book are very, very, very talented writers. And that brings us down to see some other stuff like Rad Wraith, is the double feature due to come out again. The Man from Maybe number 2, which is also a penultimate book, due to come out again. The Man from Maybe we talked about last week. It was pretty good. There's another Shaky Kane joint with that wonderful art. The Prism, which I just got from my comic shop, haven't had a chance to read number 1 yet. Number 2 is coming out already. Boy, how does it fly? Junior Baker, The Righteous Faker. I just didn't feel that one, man. I mean, I think it's been out before, so this may be the second series from that title, but I did not feel that at all. Haunted House, a love story, allegedly has been canceled because I was actually refunded my purchase price by my comic shop for that book. So I don't see how they still got it coming out next week. If it's coming out, send my copy. Because I pre-ordered it, but they already refunded me for it. And I'll find that last book here if I keep looking. Another version of Siphon is coming out. I know you liked Siphon, if I'm not mistaken, right? That was one of the books I used to read back in the day. Not back today, but
I read
couple years ago.
It was. I got into it because the artist Jeffrey Edwards is local to this area, and I consider him a friend, so I got to it. And I do like the book. I'm going to pull this one. He's not the artist on this one, on the new series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes they do change it.
That is his A cover, though.
Oh, okay. Got to do a cover for him. And the last one I've got coming up here, might as well just go right to it, is Maple Terrace #3. This is kind of like who is that? Willie survived. Willie, shout out, brother. Hope you're doing all right.
Willie. Good to see you, my dude.
This is Ethan. I'm sorry, Noah. Not Ethan. Noah Van Schreiber. This is like the story of him growing up with him and his family and all that. It's kind of like it's a slice of life book, and he talks about life with his brother and all the other stuff, and how he was kind of like the odd kid. You know, he's the one that ended up doing like indie comics. So to me, like he was a good kid, as far as I can tell. So I'll be looking for this. If it doesn't come out next week, I've got #1 and #2 already. Whenever it does come out, I'll be picking this up because I did like that a lot. This is something I think if you're into indies like I am and like stuff like that and slice of life stuff, then you should pick that up. So there it is. There you have it. That's all she wrote. Murder, She Wrote, and all that jazz. Okay. Wow, we finished another week in the books and closed the lid on that case. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. Thanks for everyone who watched on the replay. Be sure to check out my Comic Son Circumstances on YouTube and on his Instagram page, where he does all kinds of memes and stuff that is shocking the world. He's shocking the world with his memes and going viral and all that stuff.
Check out my Instagram today. We've had the drama with that Epic whatnot seller. I forget his name. Epic was what people call him, though. There was an issue or some drama last weekend where one of Epic's employees stole some books from another vendor at a con, and there was a whole hoopla where Epic got on and did a live on Instagram and was defending him and backtracking him and contradicting himself. And it turns out that everyone's kind of turned on Epic, but I got into it with this dude New Kennedy on Instagram, and I've been making fun of him. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. I've been beefing, y'all.
Man,
I've been beefing.
And
hopefully that's a great idea, Jose. I am curious about that.
What did he say? You should talk about IDW and the rumors. Oh,
this whole IDW. They're talking about how they're not doing new comics, but they're still doing new comics, and what's going on? With IDW,
producing great comics, including this new one coming out next week. You know how that happened. Maybe they're just like pretending that they're not broke. It's just, fuck it, keep printing comics. Don't stop. Just make them find us. You'll never take us alive. I don't know. But whatever they're doing, man, I hope they're able to stay afloat. We'll look more into that and see what's happening with IDW, because they are making books, like they're not going to stop making books. So that's interesting. That is interesting. So until next time, next week, y'all, hope you read all your comics. I try to read all mine, but there's only so many hours in the day and to enjoy this life that we have here and this greatest, if not the most affluent country, and if not we should be thankful for all that we have, because there's people everywhere who are like running for their lives and hiding and not having, the same thing that we have and that we take for granted. We can bitch and complain about Marvel, I know, man. I know there's so much, there's so many things going on.
About every day over that.
Yeah.
Kids,
so
man. It's the kids for me. Man.
Yes. And if you don't see that, then you are a fucking monster. I don't care what your politics are, if you can't see that. So anyway, be thankful for everything you've got, because we're all lucky to have it. We're lucky to have each other. Last week, on a more personal note, we lost another one of our family. We lost. We only got one cat left now, so we lost a cat. Jan's favorite cat, Zen. Rest in peace, Zen. You know, she was feisty, and she would scratch me whenever she got a chance. But you know, she was a sweetie, and I miss her too, and I know Janet misses her. So we got 3 animals now: 2 dogs and 1 cat. Yeah, and man, every day is a good day. Hold them tight, man. Hold all your loved ones tight. Every day is a good day. And so until then, we'll see you folks next week. And God bless you all. Take care.
Peace.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.